Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at Zarude. Zarude just went into the game here. We have like this nice special research there, and I'm gonna catch my Zarude right now. Yeah, this thing is really interesting. Like, I didn't expect it to be really good in Master League. So I wanted to make this video, and yeah, I haven't lost with this Pokemon yet. I'm in a 13 win streak right now. I have even like one of the worst IVs right now, and this thing is just amazing. Like, what can I say? Like, I'm at 13-0 right now. I haven't played more games than 13. I always want to make the video as fast as I can, basically. Usually I want to do like 2 sets, but for me it's always okay. I kinda want to have at least 1-2 losses in there, because there's also something where you can learn from, where you play differently, how you can, I don't know, like win matchups, what's really difficult for the team to deal with, and yeah, I just didn't have that in here yet. Now, you will not see a single loss in this set here, or in general in this video, because I haven't got one yet. Like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? The thing is just like amazing. And this team around it is also really good. Here, see me against this Groudon. Here we actually lost lead and we still came back. Like, Landorus is something that no one really expects. Zarude is something that no one really expects. And then you have like something like the Excadrill in the back, which is so spammy, so strong, and such a cool Pokemon in general. Also spawning right now in the event. I had like someone below my comments asking how we even get this Excadrill right now. It's even in the event, and yeah, I actually go for Dark Pulse here. Later on I go for Power Whip. Reason is because he didn't shield this here. If I went for the Power Whip, I could have farmed him down like this. I'm not really able to. But in later games I will go for Power Whip instead. I think it's then the better move. He just needs like 5 more energy, and you guarantee basically that you can farm him down. Here my opponent goes into Giratina. That's a cool thing about Landorus as well. You can do like a lot of damage against nearly everything. You get a shield even against a Kyogre, usually if you have like some energy advantage, because you can go for Stone Edge and Superpower, and usually they don't throw but farm you down. And here we see the Giratina matchup. We're just gonna go for a Dark Pulse here. We farm up extra. But yeah, I had, of course, like all my mythical Pokemon have trash IVs, like completely garbage IVs. And of course, what do I get here? 10 attack 1. It is just beautiful. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's still enough for 13-0 here. And in general, this thing was like, I don't think IVs matter too much usually. The thing where it matters in Master League is if you have it in the lead, like a Zarude for CMP type, but usually they don't face another Zarude in the lead, I think. But yeah, I'm so hyped. This Pokemon looks also so cool. Like, look at this guy. He's just going off, and here I just went for, I think, is this against Franco? Is it also random? I actually had to use, I think it's against, is it against Franco? I had to use a different, what's it called? A different random program. Yeah, okay, it's also randomized, I guess. And because my other one had like problems, I hope this is all working out now, because I don't really want to have problems. And I didn't pay attention to the battle, and I go for NiRiain here. That was like the stupidest move I've ever done, I think. You should of course go for Rock Slide. It's also not because I don't know, just because I saw, okay, this is like this rock type looking charge move there, but it was ground, because they look pretty similar. And I like didn't pay attention because I was doing my thumbnail in the background at the same time. Yeah, stuff like this happens then, but does it matter for us? Not really. Yes, we have a Zarude, and Zarude is very good. We can go for this. He actually shielded, which is interesting, which, and he will get to another move here, which is like so good for us right now. As I'm gonna be able to swap out now. Yep. And I think he only goes for what's it called? Ominous Wind? Yeah. Ominous Wind. We can go for the Dark Pulse here, and this Dark Pulse is going to be able to KO this thing. He only has the Excadrill in the back. And I make a mistake here. I shouldn't have done that, but my opponent throws. If I didn't go into my Excadrill there and go into my other one, that would be way better, because now I made it. I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. I can survive 2 Rock Slides and I have a shield, so even if you get to the 3rd Rock Slide, it doesn't matter at all. Don't mind me. Here we have a good lead with Giratina. Giratina can't do anything against us, even though our crit moves are resisted. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, opponent. I think someone didn't want to see the route. I don't know what his backline was. Actually, I think it might be Groudon and Kyogre. There's like also some backlines that look like this. Here you see me go for the Power Whip. My opponent didn't shield. We did a bit more damage there, and we can swap out here and farm this thing down, which is beautiful. So we don't have to worry about the Excadrill against our own Excadrill. And here's a Giratina there again. We can go for the Stone Edge. And yeah, this NiRiain is just... I love NiRiain, to be honest, in Monster League. This thing is amazing. We can go for actually another Stone Edge here and put him really low. Thinking we even KO him. And what does he have in the bag? It's a Metagross! Oh, look what we have in the bag. And my opponent just surrenders again. Oof. I mean, yeah, okay, that was nice. Well, I think that was the first game I actually played, was a Mewtwo lead. I was like, oh, cool. Also played half of my games during walking still from getting the Zarude, walking home, basically. And it was raining, so... But I don't think it really affected my gameplay. So... Yeah, it was raining a bit, so give me a like, please, for the effort. Hello. No. But yeah, I would appreciate if you give the video a like. It's always really nice for the creator, as it makes the video more basically popular, gets shown to other people. And this always helps us way more out than you think. And yeah, here we can just go for another drill run. We just let this go. We don't really care about the Mewtwo anyway. We have our Zarude for that thing, and he goes into the exact room, and we have our NiRiain. It's not even the best matchup here, but we can go for Stone Edge, and Stone Edge basically puts him into farm down range, I think. I think he gets to the same time to the move here. Yeah, because he got like one extra move against my other Pokemon. But I know I should be able to farm him down here at this point. Oh, just barely actually. I think he was at the move. That was a risky play, but it worked out, so I don't really mind. Maybe I should have swapped actually. I think I could have swapped and I should have swapped. Yeah, my opponent is a Groudon in the lead with Dragon Tail, which is interesting. Goes into Melmetal. I think I went to the wrong Pokemon here, but I don't know. Wait. I think I was in the wrong Pokemon because Excadrill is like the worst matchup for me against the Groudon. Oh god, my voice is just dying. Against the Groudon, so like it doesn't really matter too much. We can just go for the super. He goes for the superpower. We can shield here. We had 2 shields down. And I thought, okay, this doesn't look too good. My opponent goes into Kyogre, and I thought this doesn't look good either. But you know, we have Zarude, and Zarude is very good. And we can go into Zarude right now. I know his both Pokemon. We can go for the Power Whip here, and look how much it's gonna do. Nearly KOs him, and we can farm all the way down. He goes for one Fire Punch, doesn't put us into range. And at this point I know I already won this game, as I can go for a move here. I actually go for the Dark Pulse. He has to go for a Surf here and KO me, or try to KO me, and he goes for a Surf immediately. Which does KO me, and I'm definitely gonna get to move with either of my Pokemon faster, as I need 10 turns for each move there, and he needs 15 turns I think for a Surf. So yeah, this was easy game for us. And yeah, in general, Zarude really good. Zarude hard countering Giratina again. Zarude is just a hard counter to nearly everything. I mean, not everything, but like a lot of things that don't matter, or has like a lot of play against those. It's just like the Dialga and those steel types that are not the best for him. And other than that, it's like really, really good in the meta. Here we have the Excadrill against us. We just let 2 Rock-types go through, and we can just go for the superpower afterwards to destroy him. We have a shield advantage. We can have switch advantage. There's nothing really my opponent can do. If he shields here, I can go for another one and KO him. He doesn't shield. I'm just gonna go for another superpower against this Giratina. Yeah, ghost type, but I don't get to another move. That's just more than a mud shot, and this basically allows him to not get as much farm against me. I can go back into my Zarude, farm up extra. My opponent swaps into a Melmetal. I have my Excadrill, and this is already a good game, basically. I let him throw, and I actually let it go into the Flash Cannon. I actually saw a lot more people now run Flash Cannon on this Melmetal, which is interesting, I think, for Zacian, because you can just one-shot this thing. But like otherwise, it doesn't really make too much sense in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a good game. I don't know what my opponent wants to do here. We have 2 shields with a Zarude that has already move loaded. Maybe he tries to get to the boost, but even then he will lose. Like there's nothing he can do there. You can just go for 1 Dark Pulse. He's surrenders at this point, so good game there. I'm also now 100 points away from Legend, which is very interesting. Maybe I hit this as Zarude. But yeah, actually, like I didn't really want to go to Legend yet, but this dude just like got me so many wins, it's crazy. Next up we have Giratina against us again. We can go for some nice Stone Edges against him. And the Shadow Ball gonna KO us, but we have Zarude, so we can just go into this thing again. And we don't really care as much. I kinda want to keep the shields for my, what's it called, my Excadrill, of course. And I can go for some, I think he swaps out after this, does he? I think he swaps out? He swaps out into his Dialga. We have our extra drill. We don't really care. But I know that my opponent has some extra energy, so I'm gonna shield here. The Dragon wouldn't have killed from this round yet. So what I have to do here is just farm up to 100 energy, basically. Okay, it's 99 at this point. We can go for the Dragon. This Dragon I'm gonna KO, and goodbye Dialga. And next up, we're gonna see, I think we actually see a Zacian in, and he gets the extra quick move in. I just threw the move because I didn't want I think I wouldn't see him P against the Giratina. I kind of wanted to get that through. And he gets the extra quick move in again. God, what are you doing? That's a very difficult situation now. I'm just gonna shield and hope that I wouldn't see him P against this thing. That's like my only play now. I hope I wouldn't see him P and I wouldn't see him P, I guess. And this is gonna be a good game again, because there's nothing really my opponent can do here anymore. Oh, you want to go for a Shadow Ball against me? Go for a Shadow Ball against me. At least I have good defensive stats with this thing, even though I don't have anything with my offensive stats there with the 10 attack there. And if people think now, oh, your V-Spec would have been so good for Ultra League. No, it wouldn't. I would exactly lose out for like a 1 power up there. I think I had get like to 2460 or something with this thing. I actually played so bad against this Ho-Oh. The Ho-Oh would just get an extra quick move in for free because I didn't expect him to go to 100. I thought he only gets to 80 energy. And this basically allows him to get to 2 Brave Birds here. And I think he swaps out after this. And I am pretty screwed. No? Doesn't he swap out? No, he actually does not swap out. Okay, interesting. He goes for another quick move there. And now he tries to catch on Giratina. And I don't know what he's doing there because now we have the Giratina locked again into our Zarude. While we have a move stored on our, what's it called? Yeah, Landorus Therian form. We can go for another Dark Pulse here. Actually try to farm up to 2 moves. Kinda want to get the Switch Clock off so I can swap out into the Landorus, but I see already this will not happen perfectly. Unless it takes time to switch into this Ho-Oh. I have to throw a charge move against the Ho-Oh, otherwise he's gonna farm me down. Sadly, but this charge move is kind of unnecessary as we're gonna one-shot this thing anyway now with this move here. But now let's see what he has in the back. It's gonna be a Malekbrison. I thought in my head, okay, how many Kyrios do we do here? I think I get to Mighty Run before he gets to an Earthquake. And we just barely get there. I think he gets like, he needs one more quick move or something to get to his Earthquake. And yep, and he's so low though already. He gonna KO me here. But our Zacian, our Zaru is just gonna destroy this thing, and this is gonna be a good game. I actually should play like Zacian and Zaru together just for the first 2 letters, and Zamazenta, so we have the Zay team. That would be hilarious. Here my opponent had some lag and goes into the park here, or maybe I got lag. I think I lost more quick moves there than my opponent, sadly. But I know already at this point, Palkia always needs like 4 quick moves to get to his charge move, and I only need like 5, but mine is like 2 turns, so I get like my moves basically 2 turns before my opponent. So I know I'm gonna get 2 shields here anyway, and that's basically what happens. I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna farm up with my Zarude, and I have to throw before he gets to like Draco or something, or Fire Blast, so I have to throw here, but I farmed up a bit extra. And my opponent doesn't get to a charge move, which is all that really matters here. While my opponent goes into Melmetal, goes into Lugia. And look at this Lugia, and this is why I love this Landorus. Lugia, such a Pokemon, takes like every move like a champ, but not moves from Landorus. Stone Edge, goodbye Lugia. Nothing really I can do here anymore. I know that I survive 1 move from this Melmetal, but I can shield still. I shield if it's Hyper Beam or anything like this. And my opponent just is a troll, but he isn't. He goes for another Rock Slide. We can go for a Superpower. This Superpower won't KO him, but put him into farm down range, and this is gonna be a good game. Well played, and yeah, good game to my opponent. Next up, we're gonna have Zarude against Dialga. Again, pre-bad matchup, we go into Landorus, goes into Kyogre, and this is what I basically mean. We got some extra quick moves in them before. We can go for 1 Stone Edge, and he definitely not gonna be able to farm me down at this point. We can go for the Superpower and either KO him or get a shield. We KO him, so Landorus just KO'd basically the hardest counter for him, but look what he goes into. He goes into the Zacian, which is really bad for me, as this thing kinda KOs both of my remaining Pokemon, because both have a fighting type weakness. My opponent actually goes for Play Rough, which is good for me, I guess, because he needs more energy for that. I'm just gonna go for 1 Drill Run here. And this is going to come down to the wire now. And we can go for a draw run. And I think he shields again. But he has 2 moves already. And at this point I thought, I need like 5 moves. He needs like 3 moves for his last if he has at 100 energy, but I think he was. Now we basically get to the move at the same time, so I think I'm fine here. But I expect my opponent to swap out what he does. And I'm just gonna go for a draw run and farm up to 2 because I need a move for the Dacian. And what we're basically gonna do here is swap out, catch his move. My opponent knows that. He will undercharge here. But what he doesn't know is that I get to my power whip in time. And he just tried to get some farm against me with a Zacian, which is the right play, but doesn't really matter as his power whip gonna KO him. Good game, Zaru coming in clutch again. And last game I think against the dead S guy here. Giratina against us, pretty decent matchup. I think he loses in the 2 shields though. Maybe because also of my IV spat or something. But it looks like you lose it in the 2 shields, but you can at least get a 1 or 2 shields from your opponent at this point. I think you can survive 3 Dragon Claws, but not more. And yeah, he goes for a Dragon Claw again. Yeah, I mean, okay, it doesn't do that much actually. Yeah, you definitely survive 3 easily. So maybe you can get 2 shields from him, but then you kind of lose, I don't know. But we just let it go. He goes into his Kyogre, and at this point I already know that I won this game. As I can go for the Stone Edge. The Stone Edge gonna KO. Or like, not KO. It does a lot of damage and also, I'm so weird, what the hell. I can go for the Superpower, which would KO, he has to shield here. And we can go into our Zarude. Try to farm him down. I know that the serve we can take that. We are actually pretty bulky. What did I even say here? And I can go for a charge move. If he lets us go, it's game over. And he lets us go, and this is game over. So good game to my opponent. I really like Zarude. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you in the next video. Please give the video a like if you haven't already, and leave a sub if you haven't done that yet. And see you in the next video.